So in the given figure, PQ is parallel to BC AP upon PB is equal to 4 by 13 and AC is equal to 20.4. Then find the length of AQ. So we have to find this length, this AQ length. See, a lot of students make this mistake because, while taking the ratios, they confuse the issues. First of all, what we need to see is that triangle APQ is similar to triangle ABC. So this is what we need to understand. Why? Because these are parallel lines, so therefore this angle is equal to this angle. So I have two angles that are equal, so therefore I have similar angles. So I hope this point is clear. This is not a very difficult point. But when I'm taking the ratios, so for example AP upon AB is equal to AQ upon AC. So you have to take the ratios very very clearly. You should understand the ratios very clearly. See, it is AP upon AB and AQ upon AC. Now see, AP is 4 and AB, this whole AB is 17. This would be equal to AQ. AQ is unknown, so this is X. And AC, this whole AC is 20.4. So you have to take the ratios very clearly. So when I calculate for X, X is equal to 4 into 20.4. 4 into 20.4 upon 17. Now, when you are doing these kind of calculations, see, I have seen a lot of my students, what they start doing is they'll multiply 4 by 20.4 and then they'll divide. You don't have to do that. See, this is 17 1 and 17.2. So just divide. If you multiply the numerators, the numerator will become a bigger, thicker number, fatter number. So why do you want to multiply with? Because anyways you have to divide with the denominator. So 17 ones are 17 twos are, and 12 1.2 into 4 is 4.8. So my answer would be 4.8. I'll add another thing. See, the third ratio, it is PQ. It is PQ upon BC. My experience with the students have been that, the ratios have to be taken very clearly. Once you have taken the ratios of the side very clearly, then rest of the question is usually very simple. Let's move to the next question. Okay. If in two triangles DEF and PQR, angle D is equal to Q, R is equal to E, then which of the following is not true? Again, like what we were discussing the last time, you have to be very clear about the ratios. So I'll make some random triangles, DEF and PQR. These are random triangles. D is equal to Q. So D would be equal to Q and R is equal to E. R is equal to E. Now, this is what I recommend all my students that, when you are marking the equal angles, then use, different signs. For example, I have used single line and a double line. So that is how you should, go about doing it. And when you are marking the corresponding sides also, please you can use different symbols. So for example, I'll be using a double line here. I'll be using a double line here. I'll be using a single line here and a single line here. So the point that I'm trying to make is your corresponding sides and angles should be very clearly marked. And if need be, use different symbols so that it becomes very easy on your mind to understand. Now, if you take the ratios, I'm describing it in detail so that you don't face any difficulty when you are in exam. So now when I'm taking the ratios, I just have to take the ratios of the corresponding side. And I'm starting with the triangle 1 and I'll go to the triangle 2. So when I'm taking the ratios, my numerator will always have sides from triangle 1 and my denominator will always have sides from triangle 2. Just keep this in mind. So let's start. So this would be EF. This would be PR. Let me mark this clearly so that there is no confusion. So I've taken the single side. Now I'll take the double side DF. I'm taking PQ. Now the last side is a DE. And this side would be QR. So now if you see, I've clearly made a uh, distinction that the numerators have side from triangle 1, the denominator have sides from triangle 2. There is no confusion among the corresponding sides. The corresponding angles are marked very clearly, so there is no confusion. So if you look at it, this would be the answer. Here it is written DE upon PQ. DE upon PQ is equal to EF upon RP. So this is not correct. Actually, this should be, if I have to correct this should be DE. This should be DE upon DE upon QR. So there is a mistake here. This shouldn't be PQ, this should be QR. And this is equal to EF upon RP. So this one is incorrect. I hope you can see here, this was written as, I'll zoom it, this was written as PQ. So that is why it is incorrect. So my request to all my students also is that you should have the corresponding sides, etc. very clearly marked. And there will be no, you won't face any difficulty. Similarity is one of the easiest chapters. Okay, let's move to the next question. Measurement are shown, the length of the side AC. Again, in all these questions, you should understand that these are the chapter is similar triangles only. So this would be 22 degrees and this would be 28 degrees. So that goes without saying that the triangles are similar. Ratios would be same. Now, here what you need to understand is I need to find the length of AC. AC. This is not given. So I have to find the length of AC. Now, all that you need to do is just, look at the multiplication factor. Look at the multiplication factor. So 5 multiplied by, see, this is 28, this is 28. So this side and this side is corresponding side. This is 130, this is 130. So this and this are also corresponding sides. So corresponding side, there is no confusion among the corresponding sides. Please remember, in similarity, you have to take corresponding sides. Corresponding sides are the sides which are opposite the equal angles. So just take the multiple. So 5 multiplied by 9 is 45. So I understand that the multiple is 90. So if this is x, so x multiplied by 9, because 9 is a multiplying factor, would be equal to 72. Therefore, x would be equal to 8. So my answer is 8. I hope this makes sense. So this would be 8 centimeter. This would be C would be the answer.